Go up to Tennessee. They have like quarter comics.
We have quarter bins and methamphetamines. If you do some meth, you can look for comics for a long time.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Since the beginning of all comic books, creators have been mistreated. As for better pay, only to be told,
No!
Then something happened that brought all media together. The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators' comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. A weekly YouTube show about comic books.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It is Not Near Mint, episode 105. It is August the 25th, 2021, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you for joining us. Live viewers, replay viewers, all the same. We have new bumpers, we have new intros, we have new everything. Also, we have three-time award nominee David Pepose on tonight. So please, why don't y'all go ahead and welcome, well, the entire cast as we bring them in. David Pepose.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me on the show. I'm really excited to catch up.
We're glad to have you back after all this time. How have you been?
Good. It's been a heck of a day, a heck of a week. I'm running a new Kickstarter for my book, The O.Z., and we are, I believe, 450% funded and climbing.
Nice.
And we actually we heard about the Ringo Award nominations this morning, and the O.Z. Was nominated for Best Single Issue, as well as our cover artist, Mon House, and our letterer, DC Hopkins. So, we're really thrilled. It's been a tremendous day. And, I'm so excited to be able to chat with you guys about it.
How about you tell the people how your day started this morning as you woke up? What was that like?
Yeah. Well, I slept in a tiny bit. I was out last night. I took my partner to a show for her birthday. And so I got up and around 8 a.m. After I greeted my dog, my phone started blowing up. And a buddy of mine said, "Oh, congratulations on the Ringos!" And I had not seen the Ringos. I did not even know that they were going to announce them today. And I just went on a mad scramble, and there we were. And it's been kind of a very surreal rest of the day since.
So now that you have these nominations, plural, so what are they so that you can boast to those people and we can cut that up into nice little sound bites?
Yeah, sure. Well, for those who don't know what the Ringo Awards are, they're kind of like the Golden Globes of the comics industry, to the Eisner's Oscars. Whereas the Eisners are purely judge focused. This is a combination of a handpicked jury as well as the fans. This is an award that fans actually get to vote on, and so this is my fourth book that's been nominated, which is pretty surreal so far. I've been nominated for Best Writer and Best Series with my first book, Spencer and Locke, and Best Single Issue for our sequel, Spencer and Locke 2, and Best Presentation and Design for my action rom-com, Going to the Chapel, and now Best Single Issue again for the OZ. So it's pretty amazing. I'm so grateful. I think that our successes, it really is a testament to our fan base, our Yellow Brick Road warriors who really got out there and voted and really put the word out for the OZ. And so, I'm so grateful, and I want to be worthy of it. So that's what I'm gonna that's what I'm going to make sure I go out and do.
Well, I can tell you myself, having read the OZ not once or twice, like 3 or 4 times now since the first issue came out, which really wasn't that long ago. When did the first issue? When did you finish funding?
We launched actually a year ago this week for our first campaign, and so we delivered everybody's books right at the tail end of the year, right around Christmas. And so it's been a long time coming. But between COVID-related delays, our artist Ruben Rojas is based in Spain, big COVID hotspot, and the release of my Aftershock title, Scout's Honor, from January through May, we wanted to make sure we took a little bit of time, not only to get a good critical mass of pages, but to make sure that my 2 books weren't cannibalizing each other.
Sure.
Sure. And so, but I think when readers see what we've been doing for part 2 of the OZ, they're gonna realize like we've been putting in the time, we haven't been cutting corners, we've been doing our homework, and they're gonna see that it was definitely worth the wait.
Well, you left us with quite a cliffhanger at the end of the first issue there.
Yeah. For those who haven't read the OZ and aren't familiar with it, it's like what if Mad Max took place in the Wizard of Oz.
So good.
And Miracle Man is the biggest Wizard of Oz fan, the biggest Frank Baum fan. So of all the people on this show, he would be the one most interested. But after watching you stick the landing so well in Scout's Honor, this is something I'm going to have to make sure I'm on board with.
Yeah. Well, we have print and digital catch-up tiers, so we can get you up to speed if you missed our first Kickstarter campaign. But yeah, the OZ is about Dorothy Gale's granddaughter, who's a disillusioned Iraq war veteran who finds herself stranded in the war-torn land of Oz. She discovers that her grandmother killing the Wicked Witch of the West and then convincing the Wizard of Oz to split left Oz in the throes of a power vacuum not unlike Baghdad and plunged the country into decades of brutal civil war. And so now she's going to have to navigate her grandmother's former friends, the Tin Soldier, the Scarecrow, and the Prince of Lions, if she hopes to survive the horrors of the occupied zone, or as the locals call it, the OZ.
So I got to ask you here, second issue. This is great. I'm really excited to read it. But as you and I discussed, I think you posted something on the Twitter the other day, and I said something to you about it. You've ruined the Boy Scouts. You've ruined Wizard of Oz. You've ruined Calvin and Hobbes. You've ruined marriage, which I right off the bat, I was like, you can't ruin that. Like you can't. That's like shining the shirt.
Anybody here that's over the age of 40 has been married and divorced at least once. So truly, there is no more ruining marriages for us.
But you said that about it, obviously jokingly.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you. So it's scheduled for 3 issues, right?
Yeah.
So you got number 2 right now. Obviously, number 3 probably in the next year or so.
Yeah.
What are you gonna ruin next, man? What childhood thing are you gonna destroy for us? Because I'm really excited to read it.
I do have kind of a crazy pop culture riff that's coming either end of this year or beginning of next year that I can't really talk about, but the announcement will come relatively soon. That you'll see it and you'll be like, that's a very Pepose idea. I mean, it's one of those things, we're still hard at work on Spencer and Locke Volume 3. So we're going to be doing a Garfield themed serial killer is picking off the Peanuts gang. So there's a lot of homework that goes into that, and that's part of the reason it's taken as long.
That sounds so awesome.
If there's Garfield, are there going to be people that are wondering whether he's real or not?
I'll have to write it before you can read it to find out. But yes, I
don't want to give you ideas because I just want to read this blind.
I'm very excited for that. It's going to be a long time coming. We know how the series is going to end. But the differences between Spencer and Locke Volume 1 and Spencer and Locke Volume 2. I wrote those books basically back to back, whereas I've written, I think, 7, 8, 9 books since Spencer and Locke 2. And I want to make sure that we take all the lessons that I've learned writing these other books and then bring it home to my baby and make sure we really ended on a high note. And artist Jorge Santiago Jr. and colorist Jason Smith are back on board for Volume 3. They've already said as long as we don't get hit by a bus, knock on wood, they should be. they're excited to see this thing through. But yeah, it's one of those things we've all agreed we'd much rather take the time to get it right than rush it out the door and do a disservice to the 2 volumes that really made our careers. So, but yeah, it is coming. I'm thinking about it every single day. The good news and the bad news is just every time that I sit down to sort of be like, I'm going to work on this, another project kind of falls into my lap. And so you'll be seeing Spencer and Locke 3 as soon as I can hack that out. But you will also see some more cool stuff on the way.
Very nice.
I'm also thinking, to be fair, how long did it take David Quinn and Tim Vigil to finish Faust? Was it like something like 20 years?
Yeah.
So,
I'm
still doing pretty well.
If you can beat David Quinn and Tim Vigil and George R.R. Martin, I think that you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So you just set the bar at finish the book. That's literally where you just set the bar.
Finish the book. While alive.
But we have some cool stuff planned for it, and it's just there's a lot of homework. It is literally 90 years of comics. If I wanted to read all of it, I think actually it's 100 years. 10 years of Calvin and Hobbes, 30 of Garfield, at least 30 of Garfield, and 60 of Peanuts.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not going to read 100 years worth of comics. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to read as much as I can to get like a good, my headspace and everything, and then we're gonna run with this. But you'll see, especially with my next project coming out, you'll see why I put a few other things on the back burner, is because this is gonna be the biggest swing in my career, and I can't wait for you all to see it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Knock it out.
You said there's a lot of research to go into this.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I saw that with Spencer and Locke. I saw that with Scouts Honor. Obviously, I'm sure it was referred to as Ranger Scouts because
I don't need to. Yes.
Right. There's still some research that went involved in there for that culture. And obviously the OZ requires some level of research. I think everybody on Earth, Superman, Wizard of Oz, Mickey Mouse, everybody knows those properties, but this is definitely deeper than a surface level.
Yeah.
So how much have you read? How much did you study of the Oz stuff?
I read a number of the L. Frank Baum books in college. I took a class in adolescent literature, and I wound up writing a paper comparing L. Frank Baum's use of mythology and continuity with what Stan injected with Marvel in the 60s. And I was in college. I mean, I graduated. I'm not even going to say how long ago, but it's amazing how these things that I read 15 years ago wound up paying off in a very big way.
Right.
So I think the interesting thing for me, the Land of Oz has just as much continuity as anything Marvel would do. I mean, you can see there are wiki pages devoted to Oz, which I was using them quite often when I was sort of refreshing and putting everything together. But for me, the challenge was figuring out, okay, like you said, through cultural osmosis, through the Judy Garland film, everybody knows the Wizard of Oz, and they know Dorothy, they know the Tin Man, they know the Scarecrow, and they know the Cowardly Lion, and they'll probably maybe think of Toto, and of course the Wicked Witch. So for me, it's okay, that's our starting point. Knowing that there are certain things that are specific to the movie that we cannot use. We cannot use ruby slippers, for example, as an invention for Technicolor. So we're using silver slippers here in this series. For me, it was just figuring out okay, we've got this core group, and I want to make sure we remix and address them in an organic way that makes them interesting and really does feed into the war-torn Land of Oz. But what other Easter eggs can we throw into the mix? And I was kind of surprised at the reaction Oh, sorry.
The monkeys.
Yeah, our flying monkeys.
I'm still terrified to this day. I'm 42 years old, and I have no shame admitting that.
Yeah,
Because monkeys shouldn't be flying. That's why.
It's creepy. It's just it's and you know, it's especially when they're murderous. You know, like we have in our book. I was most surprised. You know, people were like banging on my door, being like, "Where's the Gnome King? Like, you're gonna have Ozma in the book." Wheelers. I can't tell you how many people ask me.
They want all the lore.
Throw my name
They
in there.
want
I
the
like some
movie with
Wheelers too.
Perusa Bulk.
I promise we're gonna have some Wheelers in the second issue. I literally, that was like the first thing I told Ruben I was like, okay, we're gonna have to rewrite this scene to include some Wheelers because I can't tell you how many people keep asking me about them.
Just throw one in the background. Just satisfy these assholes.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, it that was kind of nice. Just seeing that we could be a little bit more adventurous with some of the details. The only thing that I'll say, because just to nip it in the bud, so people stop asking, we're not going to have Ozma in this because she's a character that has a real depth of history to her. And if we ever did more stories with the OZ, which I really couldn't tell you, we're content with getting just this story done before we start thinking about potential sequels.
Sure.
But if we did a potential sequel, I'd want Ozma to play a pretty big role in it, and so she's not in this one. But we do have the Gnome King. He'll be in issue 3. And yeah, as more people keep asking for certain continuity stuff, I'll see what I can do. We've got a lot of room for it in issue 3, so we may be throwing in a lot of different Easter eggs just for a last hurrah.
Fantastic, that's great. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There is so much lore involved in that, and a lot of people don't realize those little odds and ends that are not public domain. Those ruby slippers, those
Although I did watch Wicked, the musical, the Broadway performance. In fact, it was the only Broadway performance I ever watched. Don't they actually reference the ruby slipper in that?
Well, they do, but that's authorized by the estate. Right. So bit
public domain, but still not public domain because some people hold trademarks and copyrights. And we need comics at law in here.
Where you at, Ricky?
Yeah.
Anything that is specific to the Warner Brothers film is off limits. But you'd be surprised. There really is a lot of overlap that you can use because there is not only the descriptions in the Baum books, but a lot of them had little drawings in them. Like Toto, for example, like looks a lot like the Judy Garland Toto. You know. But that obviously predates the movie, so you're fine there. So yeah, I mean it's like if I went super deep into some of the songs, maybe that would be an issue. But even then, I think there's still some degree of wiggle room. Like if you reference a single line, it's just a single line.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it was one of those things I remember talking with some friends of mine, one of whom was a lawyer, and he was like, when I told him about this book, he was like, "Oh, make sure you don't." And I was like, "Yep, way ahead of you." So yes, it's they got 5,000% better. Well, congratulations on that. But yeah, it's been a really fun experience just seeing how people have responded to this book. I consider it to be a real spiritual cousin to my Breakout series, Spencer and Locke. Yeah. But I think because it's a different genre, I think there's a different sense of scale to it, and I think it really showcases some of the best work that I've been involved with, and I think it really does speak volumes about the creative talents of my team. Artist Ruben Rojas, colorist Whitney Kogar, letterer DC Hopkins, our murderers row of cover talent, including Monhouse, Fareed Karimi, and Sam Iraz. We just really inspire each other, I think, to bring our A games. And so I couldn't be more thrilled or more grateful to be working with a crew like this. And I'm excited to see this through to the end with them.
Yeah, I don't want to give anybody too much here, so I'm only going to give you right here at the beginning. And if this doesn't catch your attention all by itself, I question whether or not you love comics out there, ladies and gentlemen. Here we got one of the foot soldiers with the flying monkey here. Well, maybe not the foot soldier, maybe an airborne ranger.
They're technically all airborne,
right? There you have the Emerald City of Oz, and much of the yellow. Well, not much of, but a nice little chunk of the yellow brick road there. But gorgeous art, fantastic scenes, just a great concept. I am a big fan of Oz in general. I might be the biggest fan on the show, but my brother's an even bigger fan than I, and owns literally every comic that's ever referenced the Wizard of Oz ever. Stuff I never even heard of. He's like, oh, I went to this guy's website and was able to order his book directly from him. He said they were the last 3 copies he had.
Dang.
He's a big fan, and even he said this is without a doubt the best Oz story he's read.
That really means a lot.
Loved it.
That really means a lot. We're just trying to, we're trying to show respect to the source material, and but at the same time, I think part of the secret to the way I do things, especially if it's a riff on pop culture, is trying to sort of poke holes at like inconsistencies in the premise, and saying, what does that mean? So for example, Spencer and Locke, which was like Calvin and Hobbes meet Sin City, it was, why did Calvin so vividly imagine his own best friend? Why didn't he make real friends? Is this not a charming quirk? Maybe it's a symptom of a darker pathology. And same thing for the Wizard of Oz. When I stumbled upon the idea of Oz being an acronym for Occupied Zone, and thought maybe there's a military take, it hit me that the end of the Wizard of Oz, it's basically Baghdad.
Right.
It's Dorothy kills 2 wicked witches, convinces the wizard to leave, and clicks her heels together 3 times and splits. And I was in high school during the invasion of Iraq, so I know that's not a happy ending.
Right.
No,
and then just kind of figuring out all right, well, if it's not a happy ending, then maybe it's, where do we go from here? It's been really encouraging to see so many people resonate with that. Both people who have served and people who haven't. I'm very excited for people to see. Our first issue was the quiet issue. This was the exposition. This was establishing our main character and the land of Oz. That's done now. So we really get to put the pedal to the metal and let her rip. And I can't wait for people to see our bigger and badder Oz.
So not to ruin anything, but are you maybe hinting there might be a bit of bloodshed in the next issue?
There might be. Our first issue was all about Dorothy, answering the hero's call. And, she is understandably reluctant to getting back into the action. She's seen some terrible things when she was in Iraq. She's seen bloodshed on all sides. And in a lot of ways, it felt senseless. And so she's been kind of thinking, what do I do? I can't go back to war. But based on the circumstances that she's found herself in, it sort of reminded her why she did this in the first place. She wanted to serve. She wanted to help the little guy. And Dorothy is now sort of the reluctant leader of the resistance, unlike in Iraq where she was anonymous, she was just one set of boots on the ground of many. By virtue of who Dorothy's grandmother is, she's the closest thing to royalty that Oz has. And so everyone's looking to her for answers. She's really a symbolic figurehead for the whole resistance, and realizing that the skill set of being a soldier and the skill set of being a political leader are 2 very different skill sets. And she's kind of struggling in the overlap there. But the reason why she does this, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, is I think she sees the OZ as a second chance to right the things that once went wrong. And so I think that's the thing that kind of gets her out of bed, puts her in the line of fire, no matter what happens with her and her own trauma. But this second issue is going to examine the costs of that. You can't be a hero without somebody getting caught in the crossfire, and you can't have a war without casualties. And
Right.
Dorothy is going to be experiencing some of these firsthand, and she's going to have to really dig down deep if she can sort of get past any of this. And as a result, she's going to be outmanned and outgunned, and so she's going to have to turn to some very unexpected corners for help. And that's where we'll be introducing some of our new characters in issue 2.
Well, say somebody
cool.
get resurrected.
Well, you obviously you have some really great opportunities for some I don't like to use the term cannon fodder, but let's say cannon fodder between the flying monkeys, the Winkins. I don't know if they make an appearance, but another species that could, and the Munchkins obviously. But I got to ask you, are they buying their stuff from directly? Is the NRA in this universe? Because this was specifically.
That we'll touch upon this a little bit in issues 2 and 3, but
who arms the Munchkins? These are the questions fans need to know.
The Scarecrow, he's not an idiot, and if anything, he's kind of refocused his efforts as he's turned Oz into a war economy, and it's one of those things that while the Scarecrow, his overarching mission is to invade our world using the Silver Slippers, he's a quick study, and so he's had a long time to sort of perfect the art of war in Oz, and that I think speaks to the types of hardware that we start seeing some of these flying monkeys and straw men having, and thankfully they're going to need somebody with just as much tactical experience.
Yeah, I need to read this even more now.
And that's Dorothy to a T. Is she knows her way around a rifle. She knows military tactics. She's had advanced training, and she's going to put every ounce of it to good use in this series. We've got some really cool sequences with Dorothy kind of digging deep into her ranger training, and it's Ruben's actually in the middle of drawing some of it now, and it looks fantastic.
Nice. Well, all of that sounds very intriguing. So everybody, let's bring up the Kickstarter real quick. I've enjoyed talking so much, I haven't even been doing my job.
It's okay. I have a cat that's baying at the door. I can't say a word without a meow.
Well, that'll happen. Here we go. And we're going to... I am so ill-prepared, everybody. I know everybody's used to this being a very smoothly run operation. I apologize, David. This is not normal for us.
It's okay. It's just Miracle Man.
Hey, professional.
So the fun of Miracle Man, what Alan Moore did that was so brilliant, Michael Moran has grown up. And he's in his 40s, he's overweight, he's sad. There's something that he can't remember.
At least he has up the graphic now.
Oh, yes.
You are just the meanest person on earth.
Yes.
So here we go. We have the Kickstarter up right here. Just 20 days to go, guys. It's already $21,000, almost $22,000 over the goal.
Yeah.
So might be getting made, folks. Might be getting made.
Yeah, the great thing about this Kickstarter is we're really trying to meet all of our backers, both returning and new, where they're at. And so if you missed our first campaign, don't worry. We've got both print and digital tiers to get you up to speed. If you're a diehard collector, you can also get all 4 of our second issue covers for the price of 3. Or you can get all 9 covers that we've put out for both issues for the price of 7.5.
I think I might get that.
So you can get that. You can get also bundled sets with all of my other trade paperbacks, Spencer and Locke 2, Go Into the Chapel, Scout's Honor. We'll also have a backer kit store on the back end, so if you want to buy any of those books individually, you can do so. As well as, I'm really excited. We have some really cool premiere tiers for our high rollers. We've got Skype sessions with me if you want to talk about your script, If you want to talk about running a Kickstarter, doing comics publicity, or navigating Hollywood, you can set the agenda for 90 minutes. You've got original commissions from artist Ruben Rojas. You've got an ability to be drawn into the book. And then my two favorite rewards, we have 2 handcrafted Spencer and Locke plushies. We made those for my
What?
We've got 2 of those left to give Spencer a loving home, as well as 14 limited edition Ranger Scout merit badges from Scouts Honor. This is the only place that you get all 14 badges. 7, I think 6 have been released in the wild so far, with the 7th coming when the trade drops later in September. But there are still 7 more, and I don't exactly know what Aftershocks plans were in terms of releasing them. But you can get. I have 2 more sets in my collection that I'm giving away.
Oh wow!
If you want to be the ultimate Ranger Scout and the ultimate Yellow Brick Road Warrior, you're definitely going to want to back that premier tier. But like I said, we're trying to meet backers wherever they're at, and so we're trying to give people enough bang for their buck. That's why even the $5 thank you tier, we're still throwing in the PDF of Spencer and Locke #1 and Going to the Chapel #1. That's just our thank you to people just for even just pitching in. And then $10, you not only get 44 pages of the OZ, these are all double-sized issues, I should add.
Yep.
But you're getting my scripts, you're getting Ruben's raw inks, you're getting Whitney's untouched colors, and we just announced we're doing a digital comics extravaganza. We smashed through that stretch goal, so you're going to be getting another 200 pages of bonus comics from a murderer's row of independent comics.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, you've got Justin Jordan, Rylan Grant, whose new book Suicide Jockeys just came out today. You've got Pat Shand, you've got Clay Adams, Kat Kalamia, Brenton Langell. That's and more names to be announced. So yeah, we're trying to make sure readers feel like they're getting a lot of bang for their buck. We've actually have already announced our first social stretch goal. If you hit the pinned tweet on my Twitter and you retweet it, we've got a really cool print by Edu Souza. And so every 50 retweets that my pinned tweet gets, we will unlock another reward on top of our financial stretch goals. So lots of fun stuff coming. Especially, we have a $30,000 stretch goal that we're gunning for right now, with a set of unique cards painted by Rachel Persephone, which is really terrific looking. And I can't wait to smash through that $30,000 goal, because we have a really, really cool goal for $35,000. And you know what? I'll even sort of tease it a little bit here. All I can say is, if you ever wanted your own badge of courage, you might want to get $35,000. So, lots of cool stuff. I'm just so excited about this book, and we had so much fun last time. Unlocking all these stretch goals, that we've had a year to really kind of think this through and figure out what other cool stuff can we offer our fans. And so we've got just a lot of really fun stuff in the works, and I can't wait for you all to get to see it. Oh yeah, there's Edu's print.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, that's gorgeous.
50 retweets on my pinned tweet, and every print backer will get one.
Well, we'll make sure that happens. I'll have that tomorrow. That's for sure.
Exactly.
So these are some of the covers from the first issue, right?
Yeah, from issue 1. So if you get our 9 cover set, you can get all of those.
I love this one right here.
Kenneth Wagnon. He is terrific, and actually, he and I he's already worked on something very cool for our 3rd Kickstarter that we're very excited to roll out. We almost did it for this one, but we figured it would be a better fit for part 3. But it's a very cool thing that he did.
Nice. I mean, there's not a bad cover out of all of the.
No, I haven't seen not one.
Not one that wasn't great. And I think don't we all the way down at the end here? And look, there we go. We got our handsome guest right there. And for those of you who haven't seen, here's some of the Spencer and Locke covers right here. We got Going to the Chapel, which, if you read Going to the Chapel and don't want to get married at the end, I don't even know what you read. Here we have all the badges. my brother got some of these badges. He gets his books from a delivery service. They actually put them in the box and delivered them to him. I think he said he got 3 of them. He was really excited. He texted me. He was like, "Hey, see if you can get from your shop. See if you can get these." I asked my shop. He looked at me like I grew another head out of the top of my head. He had no idea.
It's like, what are you talking about?
It was one of those things when we put out the Ranger Scout badges. I didn't know about the order minimum until like the day before final order cutoff, so I didn't get a chance to really like shout that out the way I wanted to. But yeah, it's very cool. I mean, for those who haven't read Scouts Honor, it's a post-apocalyptic Boy Scout cult. That's the book. It's sort of it's sort of Fallout meets Hunger Games meets Mulan. About years after nuclear war, a cult has risen from the ashes, and their Bible's an old Boy Scout manual. Yeah. And so for our first issue, we did some cool back matter with 14 Ranger Scout merit badges, which is sort of the almost the cultural currency of this cult, and figuring out like how does that feed into their religion? How does that feed into their own internal mythology? And so it's very cool that all 14 of those Ranger Scout badges, they are real. They do exist. We've got we've already got one lucky backer who snapped up a set. So we've got 2 more left. Once my supply is gone, they are gone for good. Yeah, they're really cool. It's a great concept. I'm not going to ruin anything. A nice little twist in it. But the giant pig in the first issue was a nice touch. Yeah. What's a post-apocalyptic story without a giant wild pig, right? Yeah. I just the Gamma Boar was like one of the very first images I came up with when I was writing it. And, very cool. I remember my editors were like, "Oh, that's dope," and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm keeping that."
I would tell people, if you haven't read Scouts Honor and you need to know the shortest review you could possibly give them, if you don't have enough time to read Why the Last Man, read Scouts Honor.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you.
That's pretty good, actually.
60 issues or 5.
Yeah, and for those who have been waiting. Not only will you be able to order it on the OZ Kickstarter, you'll be able to order it on BackerKit when the campaign's over, but the trade paperback will be hitting comic shops everywhere September 22nd. It was supposed to be a little earlier in the month. They are stuck in a boat right now that is waiting to dock. But yes, they should be available on the 22nd anywhere comics are sold. And then I believe it'll be dropping that first Tuesday of October in the Amazon and bookstore market.
And, I had to show this off right here. It's all the way down. I knew it was on here somewhere. It was all the way down at the end of the Kickstarter.
Yeah, there's Spencer.
There's Spencer. So
yeah, my boy. That was him driving with me to Long Beach Comic-Con a few years ago.
Nice.
Spencer, we had these dolls handmade as a thank you gift to the Spencer and Locke creative team. We happen to have a couple left over. And we're putting Spencer to good use. We want to give him a loving home, and I believe already one lucky backer has already snagged one of our 3 Spencer dolls. So they you definitely want to get them while they last, because we won't get any more after this.
Right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, what do we got left here? 2 of them left. Yep. So one person's already grabbed themselves the exceptionally, extremely limited edition Spencer plush doll. So if you happen to have $400 lying around, want to get a whole lot of just righteous books and a limited edition Spencer doll plushie here, you can do it. You got 2 more people can do it, guys. And if it's somebody from the Not Near Min show, we're gonna have you on an episode so you can show it off. So
absolutely. Just put in the code NNM 105. That's not even a thing.
Yeah, no, we're joking. Yeah, but we'll still have you on the show. That we mean for sure. I stopped sharing the screen. Let me just take care of this here. There we go. So, we're I completely lost my train of thought. Rob, take over.
I was just going to say, there's only a limited time in which you can wind up getting these issues, at least the digital and the print versions. That's September the 15th. That'll be the last day. There's 20 days remaining. It's for issue 2 that's out now. We've already been talking about issue 1, 2, and 3. So 3's already planned, if not being made right now.
Yes,
so if you
already
want
written
to see that, make sure that you invest that $40. I mean, 10, nice for a buy-in. 20, great for digital, but you can't smell digital. $40. $40, it's not that hard. This Saturday, I have something I'm bidding on that I hope that I either win or lose because I'll freak out either way. But I'm going to make sure that $40 is going to be going to issues 1 and 2 of the Oz.
Yeah, you know, these are books, they're double sized, so you're getting, if you buy both issues, you are actually getting 88 pages worth of story. It's going to be on some heavier paper stock, so it's really going to feel nice and hefty when you read it. And yeah, honestly, just seeing the work that Ruben Rojas and Whitney Kogar and DC Hopkins are doing, I think the OZ stands toe to toe with anything in the direct market, anything from the big 2. I think this is just a really just top shelf creative team, and I'm so happy to be getting to ride their coattails. And yeah, if you like action, you're gonna love the OZ. If you like having your heart broken, you're gonna love the OZ. And if you like the twists and turns that I threw into Scout's Honor, you ain't seen nothing yet, because the OZ is some of my favorite twists that I've ever written in a book.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
And now we got Whack Comics joining us.
Whack Attack!
I was just gonna say, you know, if you read your digital comics the wrong way, they can still get a smell. I'm not gonna elaborate. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody takes the iPad places they should. So,
are you talking about when you leave your car parked with food in it for about 2 or 3 days in the hot Florida sun, and you leave your phone inside? You take the phone out. It smells like that meat product that's been rotting in the sun. Don't do that.
Sure. But get yourself some of these books, guys. They are great. Everyone I've read, you know, we haven't had anybody on the show whose books I haven't tried or I haven't read. And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I read them, I'm like, that's okay. And, you know, I'm not jumping through hoops, but it's good. It's okay. But it's an okay book. People gonna like it. David's stuff is really, really excellent. Absolutely one of those writers that we're going to see a lot more coming in the future. Every story is not only unique, but it also feels somewhat familiar and comforting, like a warm glove that then slaps you across the face as it,
You definitely get
shatters your
attached
childhood.
to
A warm glove that punches you repeatedly in the childhood.
That's what I want tonight.
Normally you have to pay extra for that. David is providing it every issue.
That's a good host.
In all seriousness, they're really fun. I'm a fan of Calvin and Hobbes. I'm planning on giving those to some friends as well who are old school Calvin and Hobbes fan. Reading Spencer and Locke was just a joy. So trying to get them into comics, and Spencer and Locke's going to be my way. I'm going to try. So
yeah, thank you. Let me know how it goes.
I will.
We've had a few people say that Spencer and Locke was their first book, and that blows me away. And I'm so glad that they're sticking around.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering when we're going to wind up hearing Marvel or DC go, hey, we're here to not quite offer you a contract because we're cheap, but we want to hire you to fix a line that's broken. It's called X-Men. Are you up for it?
Please.
Please.
I would be thrilled to answer the call at the big 2. And you know, I have ideas.
You heard that, Post.
You know, they're more than welcome to call me. But yeah, I'm very excited for what the future holds. You know, and you know, I feel like as long as I keep taking swings and I keep sort of leaving it all out in the field, it'll work out the way that it's supposed to. And you know, so yeah, I feel like if and when I'm meant to be at the big 2, hopefully it'll happen. But until then, you know, and even through then, I'm always going to be happy doing my own work.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, David, we're coming up on 10:45 here, and we don't want to keep you all night because we know you've got a big Kickstarter going. Probably lots of interviews with like real journalists, you know, for being Ringo nominated.
Well, no. Thank you guys for taking the time to give a shout out to the OZ, and for everyone who's watching and they're interested in our campaign, you can visit bit.ly/the OZ or the OZ Comic 2. You can see it in my little handle down here. And yeah, every backer matters. Every dollar counts. So we're so thrilled to invite you into the trenches and join us as Yellow Brick Road Warriors. So yeah, order the OZ today. You won't regret it.
Boom.
I think that's a mic drop moment right there. In fact, can you pull up the latest issue, that issue 2 that the people are going to be getting?
Oh, yeah. Let me pull it up again real quick.
All right. Let's see if we can get that.
1 second. There we go. Wow, I'm such a boomer. I don't know why you guys leave me in charge of any of the technology.
Oh man, thank you. Finally agree.
All right.
Here it
You're
is.
a miracle worker, right?
Well, some people think so, but they're very kind and or very cute, and they know which ones I'm talking about. Where is the screen up? Do you have it up there?
It's up.
All I know is I
All
saw
right.
there was like the Prince of the Lion cover. It was like that red cover. That was cool.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, that
those
one up top.
covers.
Yes,
Oh,
I want that cover.
That one there. I got
From
stop
Ringo
that.
Award nominated cover artist, Mon House.
Woo!
That's just beautiful.
Ace, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that book. Jesus. Oh my god.
I like turtles.
And there we go.
Banger
That's
alert.
amazing.
So good.
That's the
Good
best
cover.
reaction I've ever gotten to a book. Thank you.
Every time.
But
Yeah.
great covers. I don't even know what
Damn, that's a
what I
nice
want.
one too.
They're all great. They're all
I
great.
know.
If you guys want, you can get all 4 for the price of 3. And or all 9 covers for the price of 7.5.
There you go.
But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for having me. And yeah, thank you as always just for your support for my work just in general. It really means the world to have you guys in our corner. And I can't wait to show you what we've got coming down the pike.
Well, thank you for making these great books for us. It's definitely we appreciate it on this side just as much as you appreciate it on yours. They've all been great reads, and we'll be here for everything you bring out in the future. Everybody say thank you, David, for joining us tonight.
Thank you
guys
guys.
for joining us
Have a great
tonight.
rest of your night.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And make sure to subscribe to him right here on the social medias. But otherwise, we have a new segment. Did y'all hear about this?
A new segment?
We have a new
Did
segment.
This is news to me.
You know how we always do so what do y'all pick up this week, right? Well, it's still the same segment. I mean, it's a brand new segment, but it's still the same segment. And that same segment is now going to be titled, well...
I'm going to get what I want.
Christ. Comic books. Comic books. Comic books.
Oh my god.
Comic books.
Let's get some
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 comic books. This is our comic book therapist. It was Ava Webb that suggested that. And while I'm doing these shout outs right now, I wanted to shout out, we have a new logo. You might have noticed it. Tim Daniel from Vault Comics, he wound up designing this great logo for us. We just used it in the last episode that we did, episode 104. And guess what? We're going to be incorporating that everywhere. I'm going to have to incorporate the one that Whack did with his logo for his that will be used at the end of the show. So who wants to show some comics tonight?
Who's going first?
Y'all get a bumper.
Please. I'm sure Miracle's ready to go. You got Miracle's always ready.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
Let's
Of
do it.
course.
Let's do it.
All
We're
right.
ready for a miracle.
So the fun of Miracle Man, what Alan Moore did that was so brilliant, Michael Moran has grown up and he's in his 40s, he's overweight, he's sad. There's something that he can't remember.
I remember. I have a mind.
That's the quote right there. I have a mind.
Do you need me to call you out on everything you forgot in the past week?
Stop being mean to your elders.
Sorry.
This is elder abuse, people. That's what they call this.
This
It's a
is
crime.
beyond elders.
Oh,
You son of a
You're
gun.
my ancestors.
That's fucking mean, man.
Man, you
All
keep
right.
doing this to Miracle Man, and
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone. Am I getting through to you?
am I getting through to y'all?
Accurate.
No.
All right. You know, this was a good week, everybody. First of all, I want to say, I didn't say it earlier tonight, but thank you to everybody in the chat right now hanging out with us. Thank you for everybody who came to see David. Thank you for everybody who stuck around to listen to us be idiots on the internet for like an hour. These are 4 out of my like top 10 people in the world. So I appreciate you guys just watching us hang out with my besties. It's pretty nice. So let's show some comics. What do y'all say?
No.
Comic books.
Good week of comics, guys. Good weeks of comics.
I like that though.
I had a couple of back issues sitting back there. I got some .com books. I got some eBay books. Shit, let's go. Here we go. Vinyl
Give it
number
to me,
3.
Daddy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Was this issue 2?
that's 3.
Damn,
That's 3.
I'm behind.
Oh
It's
man,
good.
every issue's better than the last issue.
I heard.
Then we got
Kirk, do you
amazing.
need number 1? Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
I do.
I got one for you.
We didn't like it
Amazing.
that much. And by
Amazing.
issue 2,
I remember.
you
I
know for a
remember
fact-
them talking about that.
Yeah, the killer by issue 2, you know for a fact the killer knows that he's an FBI agent and he's still doing it nonetheless. And it makes it all the better.
Right. Think of. I can't even ruin the story. It's fucking phenomenal. Everybody, you should be reading Vinyl. If you're not reading Vinyl, you're missing like one of the best books on the stand right now, hands down. Amazing Fantasy number 2. There's that Peach Momoko cover. Really digging that story. Kind of surprised they did it. Really digging it. Here we have Echo Lands number 1. This is a side stapled book, guys. Look at this.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
I was
Look-
not prepared for that today.
I was not either, but look at that. That's the first page. That's incredible. It's just incredible artwork. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to let it sit there because it's going to get messed up. Here we have Count Draco, Knuckle Duster.
Oh,
This
you
is
got it.
Scout Comics Black Caravan imprint. It's the first issue. This universe they're building is fucking phenomenal.
I love that
Icon-
purple cover.
It's great.
I need to get it.
Number
oh
2,
my gosh.
out today.
I missed issue 1. I need to pick that up.
This one came out a little while ago. I just grabbed it today. Savage Hearts number 2. I think it was last week. It came out. This week, Dark Blood number 2 from Boom. Ooh, that's a good book, guys. I think it's going to be a
Did this just
sneaker
come
too.
out?
Yeah, the second issue just came out this week. All right, I think that's going to be a
I've
sleeper.
been missing out.
There we got Thor number 16. King Spawn number 1.
But did Todd McFarlane sign it though?
No, nah. Here we got Moon Knight number 2. I think that came out last week. I just got it.
That's a great cover. Is that the A cover?
I think it is the A cover.
That's a clean cover.
That's
for
a
an
nice
A
cover. Tarot number 129. Ace earlier, or maybe late last night, while I was slumbering away, posted, "Hey, MM, let us know some great big titty artists." Okay. And I was going to suggest this one. This is Jim Ballant, but unfortunately, he's a middle-aged white dude, and Ace was not looking for that in their booby artists, so I had to get them something else.
Because I hate middle-aged white dudes.
That's not true. You love me. Next up, we got Gamma Flight number 3. Again, I think it was last week, but that's that interconnecting cover.
Damn, that's another one I'm behind on. I didn't get that issue number 1 or 2.
Department of Truth. I think that's 12, right? Issue 12.
Yeah.
Then we got Blue Flame number 4. You know, I actually got an order. My brother, he ordered some books. He ordered a couple for me, and then I picked some up from another shop when I was out and about over the weekend. Some of these books that I hadn't grabbed from my store, either sold out, I forgot them to ask them to order for me. Issue number 4 of Time Before Time. Issue number 7 of Heavy. Issue number 3 of Basilisk. Issue number 3 of Freak Snow. Look at that cover. Huh? It does, Michael. It does. Her name is. Well, she knows what her name is. There you go. Then we got
that Freaks cover is clean though.
It's sweet. It's sweet. Then we got You Promised Me Darkness number 4. I grabbed the other cover because I like Damian Connolly's work. I want to make.
I'm so
make
mad it didn't get jump on that.
Then we got Seven Swords number 2, which that's a really cool story, guys. That's a really cool story. You should be reading that book if you're not. Cyrano de Bergerac, D'Artagnan, like basically every great swordsman through history now exists all at the same time, and they all get in a team. It's like it's magnificent. It's the Seven Samurai, but they're not samurai. They're like all around the world. Got another copy of that Truth and Justice 7 just because that was such a banger cover. Sonya Universal number 6. Now listen, this lady is not thick by any stretch of the imagination, although, you know, she probably referred to as thick, but damn, she is fine. First of all, she obviously could just shatter me because she's, you know, Red Sonja. But then after that, she could shatter me. Okay. So I would accept
How
both.
did he die? His face was crushed.
Happily is the answer. Not Kara. Not Kara number 6. Dope ass cover.
This is a bit good to read.
This one I bet you nobody's got this one. This was from Clover Press. Cassidy's Secret number 1.
I got that one.
You got it?
No.
Oh. Written by Charles Holland, who's a writer and executive producer of the Black Lightning
What's it
TV
about?
show. I don't want to ruin it, but superpowers in a real world setting.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
That's
Superman 78 number 1. Listen, I know there's people out there who have had other actors play Superman. That actor resonated for you. I'm happy for you. That's my Superman. It will always be silk screen T-shirt Superman for me. Out this week, we got Lester of the Lesser Gods. That's an Eric Powell book from his Albatross line.
I can't believe I didn't get that.
Yeah, it's great. Barbarella number 2. I really like the Barbarella books. Like I know it's a dirty thing, but I like them. Here we go. This is one of from our friends over at Vault, a cover by Hackin' Tim Seeley. It's a dope ass cover. Technically, it's part of the Vault Undress line, which means there's naked people, but you don't really see it.
I can't hear you, Rob.
I don't know what I'm even looking at.
It is somebody was taking a poop in ye old shit pit and accidentally pooped on top of the dragon's head.
No way!
And is pulling up his trousers there.
Poop cover.
It's a poop cover. There's a bit of dong. There's not a lot.
That looks like a whack hack or something.
It does look like a whack hack, actually. I would agree with you. But that's that Vault Undress Tim Seeley cover there.
And the undressing, it was just the poo. You're undressing poo.
Well, no, his donger, the top of his donger was out. He had top of donger out.
I was definitely looking at the poo.
It's no different. No different than cleavage, right?
Right, exactly right. It's top. It's not the head. Here we have The Edge number 2. This is from Second Sight Publishing. They're creating their own superhero universe, guys, and it's just starting out. They're a real small publisher. They're a black-owned publisher out of Mississippi.
Nice.
And they're just starting out. I mean, not really. They've been around for a few years, but they're just starting out this new superhero line. Now, cover of the week, guys. Listen, I got a couple more books here, but cover of the week, I got to say, because this is, I think, my last book that came out this week. Ice Cream Man 25.
Oh, yeah. That cover is amazing.
Look at that.
So beautiful.
I'm not even collecting this book. As soon as I saw the cover, I had to have it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
You're not collecting that book. You got to be collecting that book. It's one of my favorite comics ever. I was talking to Tyler about it last night, and we're like, how cool would it be if it went to like 100 issues? Like, it seriously could, you know? It's such a fucking good title.
You know what? With your recommendation, I'm going to start picking it up. I'm going to read this one. We'll see how she goes. But
this is an anthology. The first issue alone costs $100 now. It's coming to what? Netflix or HBO Max.
All right.
This is like the backup. SIKIT. I don't know how the fucking anagram for it.
Sixth. Something is sixth.
Yeah, I reckon it would be right up your alley, Miracle Man. There was one of the last issues that I read was a telephone to try to keep this man alive, but like no one cared the whole issue.
This is a beautiful cover.
It was just really funny.
So this is Lunar Ladies from Scout. I passed it up at first, but I went back to get it because look at the art.
That art is beautiful.
It is designed to be a golden age style book. And
even Raya said you should collect it.
I know. Well, you know, between you and Ree, I mean, that's 100% of Australia in my mind. If an entire continent is telling me I should collect it, I'm going to do it.
Good.
All right. Giga number 3. I had missed that one. How to find it, how to track it down. You know, I actually got a couple of. So that's the end of my new ones. But you know me, I got a couple of back issues. A couple. I got my Geiger number 5 there. I missed mine. Marjorie Finnegan number 4. I'm buying this Dynamite Lives. That's just a fucking fun story, guys. If you're not buying that one, that's a dope ass story. It's got the superheroes in it. It's got the pulp heroes in it. It's got Vampirella. It's got Evil Ernie. It's basically like the Crisis on Infinite Earths, but for Dynamite and with zombies.
And it's very punny too.
It's very punny. And listen, you know, we've had we had our concerns about Dynamite. You know, I'm willing to move past it and collect the creators I love. You know. Yeah, absolutely. Within 1 year, Lee. Just see your message there. All right.
What?
We also have Bunny Mask number 3. Now, if y'all remember, next book, 2,500 copies were in their first print run. I ordered 3. I got 0. They sent me 3 second print copies instead. Somehow, my delivery service sent me 1 copy of White Number 1.
Oh, you motherfucker! You lucky motherfucker! God damn it.
Yeah, but just watch. All the rest of us here, we're all going to get the second prints of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to track down all those first prints for like $30 to $100 each. Fuck.
Listen,
if it's 30, I might.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I've gone and done a pre-order through like 3 different sources at this point.
I pre-ordered at my shop and I didn't get any of them. Not the first one or the second one.
The second one's out already, right?
2 issues.
Kirk, I'll say this. The second print when I'm done with them, because I don't want to have a bunch of second prints for that. I would rather have the first. It pisses me off that I had to get the second. They're all yours after I'm done reading them with the 6th.
I appreciate it.
Just not a ton of books. Not a ton of books here. I don't think I've shown this one yet. If I showed this one already, just holler at me. Did I show this one?
Yeah.
That's the Vault Vintage.
Yeah.
Okay. I got some other Vault Vintage. Here's that Fearscape number 1 with the Sandman cover.
Oh, that's clean.
I need to get that.
All right. It's a nice one, isn't it?
Send that one to me because it's the only Fearscape I'm missing in my collection.
Oh, actually, this shop might have another one. I'll grab it for you.
Okay.
Oasis. I'll take the if there's a third.
If there's a third, check. Then we got a Tarna number 5. I missed this one. You know, the Chuds got real mad at this one because Tarna wears some clothes in it. I'm literally not shitting you. I'm literally not shitting you.
Oh, now she wants to wear clothes?
The Tarna from Heavy Metal.
Right. Tarna from Heavy Metal. The Twitter Chuds got mad. They had a whole day where the reactionary shitheads on YouTube were making rage click videos. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Don't tell me you watch comic book videos or comic book streamers and you don't know who I'm talking about. The reactionary douchebags who flip out anytime a woman is allowed any agency, or God forbid one of the queers get into something. We it's always the same dickheads over and over and over again making these rage videos. So they made a rage video. Well, guess what, idiots? It was one issue. It was issue 5, and somehow I didn't get it. I don't know how I didn't get it. But she was naked in all the other 5 issues. She just wasn't naked in the second to last one, issue 5. I mean, not naked, but close. So I got this Baby Teeth for $250. This is limited to 250 issues.
Oh, that's another one on my read list.
250 prints for this cover. It was like a comic special cover.
Hey, Miracle Man, can I point something out?
What?
You haven't said nothing in particular for a few months, and I miss that.
Nothing.
You're like, I picked up nothing in particular today.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You used to say it every week.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video, and then we'll make a.
Lady and I used to make fun of you for it.
Oh, that's true.
How do you not remember?
That's true. You know what? To be fair, you and Lady make fun of me for everything. Black Science 34. I missed a couple of these as it was coming out. Look at this dope ass cover. Nice creatures. Fucking wild shit, right? Madman Adventures number, I don't know, fucking 3, something like that. I don't know. And then I got a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, multiple Adam Hughes covers. Here's Fairest issue 27, right near the end. Here we have Rose and Thorn number 5.
It's a pretty cover.
Pretty, right? Rose and Thorn number 6.
Don't destroy it.
Actually, I saw this one.
It's a whack act.
It's a whack act.
Very much.
I saw this one and I immediately thought of you, Ace. I was like, I think this is what Ace looks like every time she runs into a chud on Twitter. This is what, just like that.
No, you said the wrong pronouns. That's why I did.
Oh, I didn't say any gender I didn't say any pronouns.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did.
I just heard you. It's
16, 17, and 18 of Power Girl.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Harley Quinn number 1. I got this for $5, guys.
It's like a $30 or $40 book, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty high grade too.
Nice.
Same guy.
I didn't know it was going for any money. I've got most of that run.
Oh yeah, it's going for some money. Volume 3 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Image. Issue 1.
Nice.
And 2.
Oh yeah.
I paid $5 for the 2 of them.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Last couple books here, real quick. Here we go. We got a little bit of the old Alan Moore and Violator number 3.
Who's Alan Moore?
I am so angry with you right now. Here we have a book that I bought by accident. I meant to buy the next issue, but I got this one. Mystic number 14. It's still gorgeous. Here we have Spoof Comics Presents number 19. It's the final issue of this. Now, in case you couldn't guess, Spoof Comics, they just put large-chested women in the roles of all superheroes that they had on there. They had a Wolver Broad. They had a Justice Chicks. They had a couple different superheroes. Here's the Green Lanterns. And now you got to look who this artist is. Tell me if you can guess in the chat who this artist is. I'll say it. It says CH93.
Chris Hemsworth.
That's right. You got it in the first guy. That's not right.
He had great hair.
Who do people put it in the chat and we'll I'll call it. I got 2 more books to show.
Comfort.
Second to last book, guys. You know I love really trashy comics. My favorite thing in the world is I love them. I
didn't know that.
See, now you're being facetious. So here we have one of the trashiest comics ever made, and it's from Marvel. Trouble number 4.
Ooh.
50-cent pickup. I still probably overpaid at 50 cents. But you know what? I love bad comics.
It says it's epic though, so
well, that's the imprint. So
But it's
So-
epic. So
Last but not
So
least, this is a book that I've been looking for a while. My brother got one. He had cued me in on it. I didn't even know at the time. Fantastic list of creators. It's the CBLDF Presents Liberty Annual 2010.
God damn it.
It has Frank Miller, Paul Pope, Rob Liefeld, Garth Ennis, Jeff Johns, and Gail Simone.
But specifically, it has a news story not printed anywhere else of the boys.
That's right. Not only is it a new story, but it's the story that explains why the Legend got fired from Victory Comics. And the Legend is Stan Lee in the boys universe, and Victory Comics is the stand-in for Marvel. So it's a pretty filthy story. It's a different artist. It's not Derek. It's not the other artist that was doing the interiors. And for the life of me, it's escaping my mind at the moment. But it is a different artist on it. It's definitely a little bit of a different style of the art. But it's classic boys style. And if you are a boys fan, you absolutely need to find this one. Not real easy to find. Very low print runs on these books.
Derek Robertson.
Derek, yes, thank you. Very low print runs on these books because they were specifically sold to raise money for the comic book legal defense fund. Every time somebody had, was arrested or was censored or something. And they're $5 books back in 2010. Not crazy expensive, but like, a good size annual price. And if it was a crapshoot, some issues you would get to be great, some issues you get to be horrible. This one was one of the greatest they ever made. So take a look for it. Keep your eyes open. CBLDF Presents Liberty Annual 2010.
So Reese said it could be Chris Hansen from that show.
No, it is not. It is not. Why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat right over there? To Catch a Predator. It is not. It is Cully Hamner.
No,
Cully Hamner. Was it? What's that?
No one would have guessed that.
Not in a million billion years.
Cully Hamner might have guessed it.
I knew this. I drew that. Why doesn't anybody know who I am?
Who?
But that's it. That's all my books tonight.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for the classic stitch up at the end there.
I thought we still had another 15 more minutes with you.
Wow.
Comments on the mind? You have any books or even anything from last week? I know that you've been a little busy.
I don't, but I do have I have an A-OK to show off.
Well, how about we show your new bumper? Because I don't think we played that on the last episode.
I have a bumper?
You have a bumper.
Oh.
What?
Now, I'd like you to think of something specific of your organization, and that you will not object to having disclosed.
Yes, I have something. Do I have to close my eyes?
It doesn't matter.
All right, yes, I have something.
These are comic books, and they're soaked. Soaked. Look, man, this is all soaking wet. That makes them worth nothing. Shitola.
They dry by cells.
You don't. I'm with you. I collect comic books. You don't dry them out. They're done.
You're gonna kill Spider-Man, Napoleon, Scotland. Let me see
Comments on the mind?
I did see that. So that's so good, so fucking good. So shout out to Soul Twice. My co-host
is amazing. I love Soul Twice.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. Gorilla Todd, he gave him a bunch of books and had him commission the art piece, and I have it right here. And of course, you already know who it's gonna be. Big Grill.
Oh yeah. He nailed that. That's
this guy's
so
like
good.
Fantastic Four, little shorts on. So this is so cool. I love his style because he has he did graffiti in the past, and he has like a graffiti style. And I did a little bit of graffiti back in the day when I was I was a little younger. So shout out to Soul Twice, great dude.
I just need to get a
great artist.
frame.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get me one. That's why I'm putting it back in this. He left a little nice note too.
Oh,
I appreciate you, Soul Twice.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude in the community for sure. He does so many awesome drawings for so many different people.
Yeah, I just met him last week. On the show last week or a week before. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Definitely like his style.
He's been hanging around in our chats for a while. He's even come on our channel and silently read with us every now and then. We do.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. I'm glad he's getting more into the community. Yeah,
same
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to join you on one of those episodes to read silently because I am behind from all of last week's comics.
Yeah, whenever we do it, if you see us live, the link is always in the chat for when we go. I try and send it out to people a little bit early as well, but the link's always in the chat, ready to go. So I was working.
I was working last time you guys were doing it, so I couldn't. But I definitely will. I'll definitely make time next time.
It's so much fun. We thought about it was like we thought it would be like a silly thing to do, just for another fun whack thing. But once we started doing it, we realized it's actually really a really fun thing to do, just for the community as well. Like just for people that want some company to read with or whatever, it's been great for me just to have people to read with. Really,
communal reading, that brings me back to school, and that was forced.
You don't even have to perform. You just sit there, you have some silent time, and you join the rest of the community where everyone can just sit down and read.
Mine won't be too silent, because just like in the movie, like when I watch movies, that you're gonna hear a lot of you're hearing laughing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dang!
I laugh a lot and break it up. Whenever DJ Links comes on, I have to tell him to shush a bit. He gets a bit unruly.
I'll automatically put myself on mute.
Okay, it's time to read heavy this month. Flip. Fuck yeah! It's the library.
People stay looking at me when I'm reading outside, but I don't care.
So who wants to show a few books next? Whack, Ace?
Yeah, I can show something if you don't want to. Yeah, just yet. It's up to you. What do you want to do, Ace?
Okay.
All right, then it's time to show another bumper.
I got Batman. If anyone wants to talk about Batman. Hello, do you like comic books? But I just wanted to show you my comic book collection. This is some of my...
Can I eat your ass?
Hey?
Can I eat your ass? Like, can I put my tongue in your butthole?
If you subscribe to Whack Comics, you can.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
So good!
One of my favorite clips of all time.
Oh,
did I show you this? I can't remember if I showing this or not. I got this as a AOK from...
Oh, yes! I
Captain
love
Sorrow.
that series.
She met Tom Taylor and got it signed to Whack Comics and everything.
No way.
That's
is
great.
Clean. I didn't know it was signed. That's clean.
That's how I knew the name for that guy.
Yeah, that was a great story.
So that's signed by Tom King, right?
Tom King, yeah. It's Tom Taylor. It's pretty weird. They have the same sort of looking signature. I've got a Tom King signature just here. Let me pull it up so we can compare. And it's uncanny how similar they look. So this one here is Tom King on this side, and this is Tom Taylor here.
What? Wait a minute.
They look so alike, right? It's crazy. Tom King, Tom Taylor. I just can't believe it.
I have to ask: Is Tom Taylor just like literally at every comic shop in Australia every day? I mean, what?
No,
you seem to have a lot of access.
This was AOK to me by by Captain Sorrow. He was at a Melbourne con. But yeah, thanks heaps to Captain Sorrow for hooking me up with that. But yeah, I just wish they would have a bit more of a distinction between their two signatures, so we could tell.
You mean like TOM and THOM?
Yeah, just anything really. Anything's got to be better than that. What am I? I'm reading at the moment. Mortal Hulk. This is the thing. The hardcover. This is the worst picture for underneath the hardcover I've seen. In a
That's
good
pretty
way.
That is a very bad. That's a bad cover.
That's not good. That's not
It's
good.
not great. No, I always get really excited taking the thing of like what's going to be there, and then I was like, huh. When I saw that,
It's like a rejected variant or a rejected like third print or something.
Yeah, I think it's like a random panel or something. I have no idea what it is. Whatever it is.
All right, guys. I have this great print that we're going to be using for the hardcover trade paperback. It's going to be pristine, prestige format, and I can't wait to show it. And it's going to look exactly like this.
And somebody was like,
"What the
sold.
fuck is wrong with you?"
Hey, I just want to warn you, Wack, in case you're not noticing in the chat. A lot of people have just realized your offer for those who subscribe to Wack Comics. You're gonna have a well-eaten ass coming up here real soon, and I just want to say, the rest of the crew here is real excited for you, and get it.
Just like Lady said though, wash your butthole.
Wash your butthole.
And we miss Lady, and because Lady's not here, we'll just throw this out.
And Wack's just waiting so calmly. He's just like, yep, go ahead. Let's have it.
No, I just thought Daddy Ignacio's comment there saying he wants to lick my asshole as well. Which is takes me back.
For days now.
You're getting your asshole licked.
I read this in trade, but I really liked it, so I picked it up. I mean, in singles, so I picked it up in trade because I liked it. Nice. I liked that and everything. Black Hammer. I picked up this Three Sisters Matt Kint hardcover.
Dope.
I'm halfway through it. There's not much dialogue in it, which I thought would have. I don't know. It's making it really quick to get through, just because there's like pages and pages with no dialogue. Could have been better. But anyway, and then I got Black Hammer, the library edition, the world of this.
Ooh, now that's pretty cool.
Black Hammer 45 and the Quantum.
I need to read that. I've never read anything Black Hammer.
It's good, bro.
Yes. I know you all are always talking about it.
There's so much now. I don't even know where I'd begin.
I know.
You started the first
omnibus.
First issue, and then you get all 138 issues after that.
Something like that.
All in dots and minis.
I found something really cool. I just couldn't believe that I found this. You guys know how much I love Berserker, right?
Oh yeah.
This is like I think like maybe a 1 in 1 million issue or something like that variant ratio sort of thing. Yeah.
Why is
seriously. This one just has every page is just like an explosion. Just every single page.
Dang, when did they come out with this one? This is crazy.
I think it's like a Michael Bay variant or something like that. I'm not sure.
You know what? I think I did hear about that. I think I did hear about that.
I'm pretty sure this is a whack hack.
Might just be.
Not supposed to say nothing. Not supposed to say nothing.
I gotta say I bought it like this, seriously. I don't know. Have you seen any others like this? I would never do this to a comic book.
For real? You bought that like that?
Yeah. I think it might be a misprint or something. I don't know.
If that's a genuine misprint, sir, you may be holding like $1,000 in your hand right now.
Yeah, it's a genuine misprint. I didn't do this myself.
Yeah. That is guaranteed. That's a misprint if that came out like that. And people are buying those kind of books for money, man. Like money. That is crazy.
Yeah. And that's what I picked up this week. This is definitely the pick of the week, though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So starting line $1 and shipping only to Australia.
Reed's gonna be like $1.
Oh man.
Yeah, it makes it easy to read as well, because all that it says is, I never have thoughts of suicide. Well, I haven't for a long time anyway. And you just read that over and over.
Jesus Christ, that's a depressing fucking comic.
That's existential as fuck.
Wow.
And that's me. That's me.
Great haul, man. Great haul.
Absolutely.
That's fucking crazy though. That's I'm gonna ask around about that book, just so you know.
Hey, you have the explosion variant. What the fuck are you talking about? The
Yeah.
one where they reprint the same explosion over and over, and I'll just get an expression like,
It's the Michael Bay variant. It's the Michael Bay variant. That's all.
That's what we should call
know.
it. That's what we should call it.
That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
you know what? I quit comics. I quit selling them. I quit promoting them. I'm out. I am walking out. I am done. Good night, everybody.
Can you tell a story when you left comics? Oh, so good.
So I have a cat bang outside. Ace, you want to show a few books?
Yes.
Oh.
And what do you need?
Probably a good fuck.
I can do that. So, first things first.
God damn. What the fuck is that? Yeah, exactly. Stole the word.
I'm going to be teaching an art class.
Oh,
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
It's just for some kids that
Let
want
me
to
guess,
learn
you
about
already
art.
read it though. You already read it, I bet.
20 minutes.
I did.
Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, I got that like 4 months ago. So,
Well, that's fair then. If you read that already.
but I did redo it in one weekend. So anyway, got Barbaric.
Nice.
This is the final issue for this arc. It's been very good so far.
Yeah.
Loving the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Got that.
Did you do every cover?
Yeah, I got the
Probably.
doo-doo variant. Doo-doo variant.
Doo-doo variant.
Then, after like 3 months of fucking waiting for this to come in, Blacksmith #1.
Oh, your shop didn't get it right away.
Every other shop did. Even your other store in the area did, but just not the one I go to. It was really
What the
frustrating.
fuck?
It was
Michael's
annoying.
still waiting for his announcement. He's in his
Ooh,
tuxedo,
yay.
you know.
Okay, I'll have to wait till afterwards. Another
More Blue Flame.
Broken Souls Ballad. This first one
Ooh,
was
that's a
like
nice
pretty
cover.
decent. Yes, I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot.
What was it about?
Fuck if I remember.
But, I mean, it's
She eats
it's
somebody's face off. That's what I remember.
it's
Oh my
hard
God.
to see a black hair man book I don't want.
Days of Thoras.
Hashtag that's hot.
I don't know. Face eating, that's happened twice in less than a couple years down here in Florida.
I was about to say, yeah, bath
Right.
salts.
Nope, they just
Next
did it.
month's the last issue of Die. Ah!
Dang, I gotta read that in
Issue. I can't
trade.
believe it.
I'm gonna read it in trade for sure.
I never buy Marvel stuff, but I thought this looked cute and I wanted it, so I got it.
Is that Jubilee?
Yep. Been shocked to see this came out. So, #3 only took like 4 months to come out. It came out 2 weeks ago, so I was like, "Oh, 4's out. That's weird." We got Mom #2. I really like this cover. It's pretty.
Now we just need mommy milkers. No.
Something's Killing Your Children #19.
Oh,
That's
did
gonna
you
be
read
the
it?
worst cover.
Yeah, it wasn't a great. But how
Now
did it
on the
read?
series.
Josh Middleton variant of Wonder Woman Black and Gold #3.
That's
Very
nice.
hot. And then the last thing I got for $5. What's this? And yeah.
First appearance of Cheetah, nice. $5.
Priceless.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks. And that's all I have for y'all.
Oh.
Oh, the announcement that Michael Imonde missed on Sunday because he doesn't love us and didn't watch our fucking show. The announcement was that I love all of my friends very much. That was that. I just love y'all. But I love one of y'all more than the others. Yep.
It has been announced.
You're my favorite whack.
Oh.
Just kidding, it's Kirk.
Hey?
We all know it's not Miracle Man, though.
I love me some Miracle Man. He's
I
not
think he's
there anymore.
pooping.
Miracle Man's not even here to defend himself.
Well, he's taking a big crap right now, so.
Miracle Man. I thought he came back.
No.
He came, maybe as
He went back to the
Relax,
pooper
man.
shooter. He went back to the poop shoot.
It's like a lot of shit, but I'm not here to complain about that. In fact, I don't have much that I believe in, and I guess it's my turn, so.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV. Wow, hey, look, you guys, the sun's rising.
Oh, yes.
I kind of find myself
So good.
screaming when
good.
this is everything that I picked up today. It's basically a short box, and some of these are going to be going to Lady Fantastic because Lady Fantastic is on vacation for at least another 2 weeks. So want to make sure that she doesn't have to jump to eBay to go, well, that was $4 that week. Why is it 23? So we're going to just jump through some shit. And not to say that it's shit, it's just that it's a lot of stuff, and maybe I just need to cut things back. I don't know.
Can you do the pun thing again? I missed when you used to do the puns. You used to make everything a pun. It was good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
pun
feel like
game
I'm a
was
walking
stronger.
alien, dude. Plus that, it's great that I can afford these now, but one day I keep looking at everything around me and I think that it's just a great, amazing fantasy that I can have a room like this. But one day I might just have to get rid of all my Amazing Spider-Man because I just have one Amazing Spider-Man. I get another Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, I have Amazing Spider-Man coming out of my ears. And if I don't have them coming out of my ears, then I have Avengers coming out of my ears. And here there's the first appearance. I don't know, but it's Judgment Day, and he's writing a bunch of stuff that ties into this.
That's a new series?
Stuff. Yeah, it's a new series. Well, no, that's just the annual. The annuals are all doing this infinite theory tie-ins. Yeah.
Yep.
So here's Captain America because we all gotta find out what the fuck is Captain Kickapoo about. Can you even pronounce Captain Kickapoo? Can you say Captain Kickapoo 3 times fast? I can't.
Captain Kickapoo. Captain Kickapoo, Captain Kickapoo, Captain Kickapoo, Captain Kickapoo, Captain Kickapoo.
You know, I think Australian accents lend themselves to that. Wow, look at that. Those are beautiful.
Black Widows. One of these will go to Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, because I don't know why I'm still getting all of these, Cable. I thought that it was canceled, but
I thought it was too.
Maybe I should just cancel it. I don't know.
Yes, I agree.
Just stop buying all the Marvel stuff.
I probably should.
I wish I could. I wish.
That being said, it's a definite Dark Hawk night when you need to get another Dark Hawk because the first Dark Hawk didn't sell. So they came out with a new Dark Hawk. It's not the same Dark Hawk.
But that's
a different guy?
Here is my one banger of the week. So sorry. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes.
That's
Can anybody
a
tell me what this is?
That is
when
a
we
banger.
come back from the banger.
Warning. 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 Banger alert. Banger alert. Oh, look at the little kitty. And he's playing with the tiny little chick. Wait, you're here for comic books, you dumb asshole! It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. So this is the banger, and the banger is because it's Darkhold, it's Wanda, it's the original Captain Marvel when she was a woman before they decided to change the name. And Ace, why would you buy Marvel Comics when you could save yourself $29,980 a month and buy Wackery and I garlic knots and pizza instead?
Yeah.
Because I need
question.
That's a legitimate question.
It's a good question, but I'm a nerd and I have a huge hole where my heart should be, and that heart now belongs to
me.
Oh, you too. He's a man. He's unfortunately a hetero white cis man, and his name is Hal Jordan.
To be fair, it is probably close to $28,500.
Fuck, Mary, kill me, Hal Jordan, in your comic collection.
I fuck Hal Jordan every day and every night until I get that ring off his finger. Oh wait,
So-
now you know why. Jesus.
To be fair, now you have to marry or kill Ace.
Yeah,
So,
what do you need to
and then the comics get killed. Is that what you're saying?
Comics absolutely get killed because they don't have no soul.
That's true.
I don't have a soul either.
Well, I don't have a soul either. I don't exist. I'm just 3 alien trash pandas and an overcoat. I'm Rob Best, alien trash.
That's
'Cause
his
I'm
name.
very
my friend.
And I got a life story to tell, and it's a little blue sometimes.
Wait, I thought they finished Spider-Man.
Long time
They
ago.
did. But it's coming back in an annual, and it's a one-shot, and it's Chip Zdarsky. And I am not prepared to read that tonight. I will probably need to make sure I get some quiet time so I can go, okay, I have my tissues. I'm ready to cry, Chip. Thanks, Steve Murray. Here's Thor. And if I didn't have Thor before, I have another Thor. One of them will be Lady Fantastic. It'll probably be
very nice.
Peach.
Yeah, that
I don't know if it's just me, but Peach Momoko does kind of sound like a soft drink beverage, which is cool.
It does. Sounds
Also
like a
sounds-
fancy drink that I wouldn't want to drink.
Also sounds like a softcore porn star.
And Wolverine.
Ooh.
That Jubilee cover is pretty good.
Yeah, but I saw another Jubilee cover where I'm going, damn, how did I get the wrong Jubilee cover? I mean, that was a nice Jubilee cover, but I like that other one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the DC books. We get some Action Comics. I don't know how much action's going on. I haven't read it in a while. And they come out 2 a week. A little much. This is actually really good. It's Garth Ennis. The art on the inside is just as good on the outside as Liam Sharp. The guy worked with Grant Morrison on Green Lantern season 1 and 2. It's phenomenal.
The read is good too.
The read is absolutely good. Yes,
Nice.
it's Garth Ennis. Hell
I
yeah.
I wanted to jump on that series, but I was like, I don't know how the story's gonna be.
It's good. Garth Ennis. I can really recommend Garth Ennis almost all the time. The only time I really can't are the war stories because you have to be into the war stories. This is another one of those books I'm way far behind because they're on 1042 and I probably stopped around 120 something.
I just finished 136, so I'm on 1037, so don't feel bad.
This is a little bit more manageable. Mr. Miracle. I'm very behind on that too. I read first issue, second issue. It was good, but I think I'll probably wait till it's over with and then I might forget. Who knows? Superman 78 heard it's good. I wish a movie would have been made about this because we still need to see Superman fight a supervillain in a movie. And I don't mean Doomsday, a CGI animal. I don't mean Lex Luthor, whether crazy social media bastard or Lex Luthor, a fat bastard by the name of the guy that was in every single 70s movie, Gene Hackman. I want him to fight a supervillain. Isn't that hard? I want my fucking Brainiac to go up.
You know, technically speaking, he kind of sort of fought Brainiac in the Richard Pryor #3. Kind of, sort of.
They wanted to do it. They just didn't have the
Pussied
money.
out. Yeah.
They went, well, we have money, but we want to spend it on Richard Pryor.
Right.
That worked. Am I on crack, yo?
Yeah, he was on crack.
This is good. I'm looking forward to reading each issue, and I think as Tom Taylor doing this will probably become a classic in the making. The same way that he wound up doing all new Wolverine with Laura Kinney, he's doing this now with John Kent. Make sure it's on FOC right now. Issue 3 will be when they develop the Jimmy Olsen for Jonathan Kent.
Wow.
Some more Wonder Woman. Here's the Josh Middleton for the Black and Gold miniseries. Here is I don't know who did this. It looks almost like Francavilla just because of the oranges, but maybe it's red because I'm colorblind and I don't know any better.
It's beautiful.
It is.
So are you.
Oh, well, thank you. And I get all the Wonder Woman. I don't know why. I don't read any of them. I do read this. This is awesome. Chew. And if you like John Layman's original Chew, CHEW, this is about his sister who's similar but more of a criminal. It's good, but it's not the same as Chew, the original Chew. This has been phenomenal. I pick up every issue, and I recommend everybody else too. Department of Truth #12. Sorry about the last couple issues being very dialogue heavy in a way that it looked like someone was writing in a notebook and crying over it. That was part of the story.
Well, that's because they were.
Dang, that's a great cover.
That's the one I wanted. You want to swap with me?
We will see if we can find another copy.
So no, he does not want to swap with you.
I have the one. I'll get another.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Go here.
Let's see what we can do.
I didn't know how to put this one in the bag.
Yeah.
Should I put it in this way or should I put it in the other way? I don't know.
Is that the sideways one that Miracle Man had?
Yep. Yeah. I think the binding should go towards the top just because when you take it out, then you're grabbing the bind as opposed to the loose pages.
I feel like if I go to grab the binding, I could pinch it and then get a crease. So that's why I put the binding at the bottom.
Please, somebody
I don't
clip
know.
that.
These are questions I did not want to have to answer on New Comic Wednesday when I've been exhausted forever. Just like I really didn't feel like having 1, 2.
That's
No
it.
way. You
How
better
many?
have a third. I
3.
knew
You got a
But I
fourth
don't
one?
have the one that's signed because I'm not going to be spending any money that goes over and beyond cover price on ratio variance because that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, was it only $250 of those ones that he signed?
Those are $5.99.
Oh no, I'm
Little
good.
much.
Hell no.
Every other issue is going to be so. Issue 2 of King Spawn is going to be like all the other Spawns. They're going to be $2.99 each, so you'll be able to afford them. That was the one good thing about Spawn. If you were worried about which cover should I pick, fucking order all of them, and that way, if a gunslinger Spawn that didn't wind up showing up as an image on FOC, you go, oh well, I got it. I just had to order every other stupid cover too. Speaking of which, Mom, let's hope that this issue becomes more about the story and less about exposition. An exposition. An exposition. I mean, did I tell you about my exposition? And here's some more exposition, and here's something that I fell off of this a while ago. It's very dry.
I'm surprised you still got that.
It's David Mack, and eventually I'll read the whole thing straight through, and then I'll probably throw it up on eBay and use that money for, I don't know, Showcase 4.
Do it.
I don't think I've heard you say anything nice about it since you've been picking it up, to be honest.
Same here.
It's hard.
It's just the art.
I love
It's
the
the
covers.
Art. Yeah, like the art is probably.
David Mack did great covers. I love Neil Gaiman. I don't love this. But I'll pick up everything he writes because I'm that much of a whore for Neil Gaiman. Once in future, I'll take just about anything that has some King Arthur.
It's still chugging along. It's
back now. I don't know how long it'll keep going or if it'll keep going, but we'll see. I'm now on board because hopefully I'll be getting issues 1 through 5 very soon. We're now seeing
I don't know why I don't like it so much. It's really
I don't
ugly.
like it either.
It's unfinished.
Yeah, the purple, is that purple or is that a different color?
I don't know. It looks blue to me, but I'm colorblind.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks blue to me
mind.
too. I don't know.
So I wound up having 3 copies of this in my bag for no apparent reason. I gave the other 2 to my dealer. I have no idea what this is. I don't remember putting it on FOC, but I got it. Ace?
Mercy?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, there you go. Like, I didn't want to feel like I'm stiffing him by like having 3 copies and going, I didn't order 3 copies. I don't want to be that person that goes, I'm going to order all this shit here. No, I'm not going to take this. I'm not. Don't do that to your LCS because then you're stuck with the book. So here's issue 2. It's only 3 issues. The first issue is pretty fun. I think I know where it's going to go, but it looks good. It's pretty. Here's something else that's also been pretty damn fun, and I love everything Kevin Eastman, so hell yes. And here we have, because I feel like I've been on this train since the beginning, so I want to make sure that I get all those extra second prints, because We Live was amazing.
It was great, yeah.
And the last issue that I picked up, no, second to last issue, Vinyl issue 3. I read 1 and 2. They're fantastic. I'm looking forward to 3. Usually I only pick up 1, 2 issues of a new mini series that's independent. But if I stick on board with it, past issue 3, I'm into the end. Lastly, I don't know if I will be getting every issue, but I do love Lobo, and I do like Superman fighting Lobo, and I do like Tim Seeley.
What's wrong with Superman's face?
A lot. I don't know. It's Simon Bison.
I thought they were merging at first. Wait, is that Terminator? I thought it was what is that? The cyborg Superman? That's what I thought it was at first.
Could be Eradicator. I was actually starting to think that maybe Eclipso wound up having the gem. They were both holding it at the same time, and now Super Lobo.
Fusion!
Like giant cheekbones sunken in cheeks.
Basically.
All right, so those are all the comic books that came out this week. It was actually a pretty shorter episode than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, it's not even 9 o'clock for me.
I guess I can shout out a couple things, but I wanted to make sure that we go around the room, see what's going on other people's channels, what appearances people will be making. Ace, I know that you're going to be making an appearance tomorrow night. Why don't you tell the people about it?
I don't think it's going to be live, but it's going to be on Force Adversity's channel. And subscribe to him and keep an eye out for that.
He's awesome.
Yeah. And then next Thursday, which is September 2nd, I think, is the next episode of the Sandman Show on Brags and Boards. Follow me on Twitter and read all my hot takes. And that's about it. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Rob.
I feel like I'm doing that all the time. Hey, at least I didn't knock myself out of the chat tonight, right?
Yeah.
All right, Whack, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
What do we have? I think it's a pretty light week this week, actually. Well, we have stuff coming just every day though. We go live Tuesdays at like around 6 p.m. Eastern. And apart from that, we have stuff on the channel that you can watch for sure.
Like Daddy's Toy Chest.
Oh, we've got a 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on. Maybe I should look at that. You got?
Oh yeah, promote that.
I'm giving this away, and Tyler's has a bunch of other things we're giving away, and so yeah, go look for that video, see how you can enter. You can comment, and you can also make a video to get an entry for another competition. We're going to have like a little side competition for people that make a little video. All the details are in that giveaway video that you'll find. On our way to 1K.
Which will be like, what, next Monday?
Basically.
Yeah, maybe in like a month, or maybe 2 months, I reckon.
What number are you guys at right now?
889, I think, last time I checked.
It's right on the corner, though.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close.
More content, more content, more content until people start going, I have opinions about what you make. Then you go, oh, God damn it.
Must watch the People Review Whack Comics channel.
Hey, I'm a paid subscriber now. When are you dropping that content? I pay you $2 a month for that.
You better twerk for me.
Actually, you know that you kind of beat me on that one, but that was going to be my announcement. I'm going to start my own channel, and it'll be a twerk channel. I will twerk.
Please don't.
We'll try on different outfits. I will.
You better send that to OnlyFans.
When YouTube sees my butt twerking, it will literally break the internet. I promise you that, everybody. No, none of that is true in any way, shape, or form. I only twerk for one person. She knows who she is. Oh well, okay, whack. Yeah, so two people. Anyway.
Good. All right, so anything else going on the channel, Weck?
Just everyday videos. They're coming out. You'll see them if you're subscribed. If you want to see them.
Make sure you subscribe to Whack Comics because, the asshole eating, if you make with it, just make sure you're subscribed.
Hey, Lee, what's the temperature down under?
It's 20 degrees right now.
That's Celsius, right?
Celsius is the only thing that matters to me.
Well, you say 20 degrees Celsius. Hold on, I got to figure out what that is to Fahrenheit because I know most of our
68 degrees.
68 degrees. And Whack is wearing a hoodie. I just want everybody to know I live in New York, and right now it is warmer. It is like 81 degrees, but at 68 degrees, I would still be in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I would. In fact, we would have people jogging without shirts at 68 degrees in my neighborhood.
Let me go get you a badge.
Hey, every Australian I know right now is free, so don't worry about it. You're not outside of the north.
All right, there's another announcement. What's the announcement? Go ahead, Miracle Man. What's going on over on your channel? Your Twitter.
My Twitter. Not much. We're doing the same things every day. We're talking about comics, both the kind you can get from the LCS as well as the Kickstarter kind, but not Indiegogo because fuck those fascists. Not Indiegogo, but who they let sell comics. But we're going to do some chud dunking all weekend long. If you want to come by and dunk on some chuds with me, please feel free to do so. We'll do a whole lot of it. You'll probably see some of my friends there. Ree, quite often, she is there. And she is also dunking on the chuds. It's a lot of fun. But we'll also show lots of comics and talk about, a little bit of politics, maybe, what the best kind of pretzel is. I might start that tomorrow. I decided I'm going to be a Gail Simone level influencer on Twitter. I'm just going to say, Eva's here. I was going to say random shit like, pretzels are Cyclops' favorite snack other than Wolverine's ass. Discuss. And we'll go from there. Yeah,
that works.
Yeah.
So I noticed that Ava was in the chat, and Ava, there is something that I did want to mention. Hey, Ava, it is because of you that we decided to retitle something to something else instead of now going, hey, so what did you get? I don't know. What did you get? I don't know. Maybe it's time for some comic book therapy.
I'm going to get what I want.
Christ. Comic books.
Oh my god.
Comic books.
Let's get some
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 comic books.
Fucking
It's all
shit.
because of you, Ava. Thank you so much, Ava. Comics
Is that-
Online. Do you have an appearance coming up over on Gorilla Todd's, or are you doing it on your channel tomorrow night?
Oh no, it's gonna be on Todd's channel tomorrow. It was on my channel last week, so it will be on Todd's tomorrow. So come check us out. 9 o'clock if you are on the East Coast. I'm sorry, it's midnight for y'all. But if you are a night owl like us, like come by and talk comic books, teaching, and everything else in between. And that's it. I ain't got nothing else for this week.
That makes it pretty easy. I like easy. I'm easy, or at least I've been told that. But then again, it doesn't matter when you're a guy.
I'm
In any
easy.
case- What happened? Don't be easy. Don't be me, and don't direct message me. In fact, anybody that wants to be on the show and you're a creator of a comic book, as long as you're not CG trash talking that kind of nonsense, as long as you're inclusive, we'll vet you. But go ahead and send us an email at notnearmint@gmail.com, and we'll vet you and make sure that we get you a spot on the show. If we can't get you on immediately on a Wednesday, we do our Wednesday shows. So we'll just let
Sunday
y'all
shows.
know. I'm sorry?
Our Sunday shows.
Yes, our Sunday shows, which reminds me, we will be back. Let's see here. I know it's somewhere because I always put these damn things up here. And then I lose them immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the
here we
only
go.
boomer, people. I'm not the only boomer.
He's not a boomer. He's just a not so tech savvy Gen Xer.
Ah.
I'm actually the graphics guy, but okay. Yeah, well, I did want to thank everybody for joining us. It's now time for y'all to let me know where I made a mistake here. Thank you for joining us. We're going to return this Sunday. That is August the 29th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be episode 106, and our special guest will be Luxia. I hope I pronounced that right. Otherwise, we will be returning for next Wednesday. We might be having a special guest, but I have
Frankie
not
White.
Frankie White, awesome.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to make sure that we promote the hell out of that. And yes, we promote your books, we promote you, we promote the people around you, because this is the comic book community. And, you know, love yourself as much as the comic books that you read. Love each other and try not to just destroy one another. We're liking to be the inclusive types. Also, I have a comic book shop that I go to. In fact, where I got that copy of Doctor Strange earlier, this is it. His name is John Freshley. You can find him over at Miami Fresh Comics over on Instagram. I don't go on Instagram because I don't feel like being harassed, but this is where you're going to find it. He says 7:30. He's usually late. Usually I don't get to his comic shop till about 2:33 because he gets there later. So show up at about 8:30 and he'll probably be live. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. And, you know, sometimes when you miss an episode of Not Near Mint and you feel like you've just sort of driven right off the damn rails, and it really kind of feels like
You're driving along, and all of a sudden the kids are yelling from the back seat, I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. Not now, damn it. Truck tire. I can't stop. Help! There's a cliff. And your family's screaming, oh my God, we're burning alive. No, I can't feel my legs. In comes a meat wagon. Woo, woo, woo. And the medic gets out and says, oh my God. New guy's in the corner puking his guts out. All because
you didn't watch the Not Near Mint show, and that's why you should watch the show. That's why you should like and subscribe, and we will be back next week, same time, same channel. Check us out on Sunday, and that's it. Good night, everybody. Love you. Don't die.
Night, everybody.
Yeah, it's just one of those days.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, Comics on the Mind, Ace, and Whack Comics will be back next week. New Comic Book Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.